Welcome back. I'm Adrienne, your expert on all things custom home building and luxury. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend how much fun we have on the Fraser Homes channel. So today is a very exciting topic for me because we are talking about the myth that you can have any contractor or any subcontractor build your luxury home. It is an absolute myth, and let me tell you why. So, number one is that luxury requires a level of precision, okay? And we all know that when you are looking at a luxury piece in terms of a car. Let's say that you are going to have a Bentley customized. Yes, indeed. If you had a Bentley customized, you would expect there's a level of detail, the quality of products, the effort in attaining your vision, those things you expect for that to come to life because this is going to be a costly purchase. Well, surely you don't think anyone can deliver that level of expertise. And so, if we understand that with cars and even antiques and pieces that are upholstery pieces, even jewelry pieces, those same things, those same concepts apply when we are talking about building luxury. So, Fraser Homes, we only want A plus, triple A plus graded level contractors, people who understand that there is an attention to detail that you must follow with Fraser Homes. This is the reason why we have specifications and we ask our subcontractors to review our specs and know the scope so that we are delivering a wonderful product. Okay, so this is also a matter of precision. All right, so when we talk about precision, we are talking about the systems that interact. So when you think about a luxury home, it's not just the sticks and the bricks, it's how it functions. So how does the HVAC system work? Okay, you want to make sure that you don't have pocket areas in your home where it is very hot or very cold. How does the HVAC system work with the electric? Are you going to have smart devices and smart homes? We use different programs throughout our homes, and it requires a lot of coordination. So we can't have subcontractors that don't know how to work with different trades. This is why it is very important, and this is why luxury costs a little bit more, but it's worth the price. Okay, so the next area is that understanding luxury home demands highly skilled subcontractors is because the level of skill and expertise shows up. So you can tell when someone is more green, okay? And that's in any industry. You may be more reluctant to visit a doctor who just graduated medical school versus a doctor who has been practicing for a long time. This is the same way. Fraser Homes, we want subcontractors that have been practicing, who have been in the business, who understand. Obviously, we want to give people opportunities and we want people to break into the business. This is a very tough business to be in, especially from a labor perspective. However, with your home, we need to have the right talent because everything counts. All right. Luxury homes have zero. We have zero margin for sloppy coordination. Okay. Sloppy coordination is just that, where the plumber doesn't know what's going on because they have not talked with the foundation crew. You know, there are some foundation elements that are happening when we want to make sure that your plumbing is managed properly and your waste is exiting properly. If we don't have the right plumber who understands new construction. So there are times where you might have an electrician, but they don't do new construction. You may have a plumber, but they don't do new construction. And so all of these things, when you're thinking about your builder, when you're thinking about Fraser Homes, we are coordinating all of those elements. Okay. Another thing is luxury is a process. It is not a price point. And so the process is the evolution of making sure that we have everything in sequence and in order. We want to make sure that we have excellent communication, that we have accuracy, we have craftsmanship standards, we have financial transparency, we have quality control systems. All of that is the luxury experience that you get. You're not just getting individuals that show up with a material or a product. So for instance, the bricklayer, they show up with brick and they install the brick. There has to be a full coordinated effort, and the crescendo is very important, and that's what you receive when you work with Fraser Homes. The last point is luxury homes take more planning than they do building. That is a game changer when we are talking about how you have to embark upon this process. So when you're even thinking about how long is it going to take to build, generally the planning and all of the effort on the back end is more laborious than the actual build. And what does that look like? That looks like coordinating the engineering. You've heard me talk about plot plans. Well, that is where the engineering start. We're looking at the schedule sequence. We're looking at purchase orders. All of these things takes a lot of planning. The building so much is not so much. Obviously, the build is going to take a while because in the luxury market, we are doing things as a matter of quality and not so much as a matter of speed. But there you have it. So the myth is that any subcontractor can do it, and it's just absolutely not true. And when you are interviewing builders and you're asking them, where did you get your subs, and you're vetting them, etc., you want to make sure that there is coordination and that there is effort and there is planning. Remember, we do plan, do, review. And if that's not happening, it means they don't know the difference.